I got a million ways to get.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Trailblazers in Portland. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
You know, it's hard to lose a game when you shoot the ball as well as they did in that one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, shot making can cover over a multitude of sins. The percentage they shot from the floor is one you might talk about an individual player having, not the entire team.
So with Billups on the bench, here's who's on the floor now for Vinny Del Negro. Crawford and Butler out on the perimeter. Canby out there with Griffin. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Lakers, the incredible post duo of Powell and Dwight together inside. Then there's Kobe, and it's Durant. In low to Howard. And strong with the one-handed jam.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Paul goes in. Griffin against Gasol. Griffin's shot is good.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get.
And now to Doris Burke, who spoke with Vinny Del Negro. Doris?
A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a five-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. if there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, Chris Paul is such a joy to watch. A technician offensively, if you will. Always alert, ever in control. And he typically exploits whatever mistakes the defense makes. Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
Well, you know when he goes up with both hands, it's going to go down hard.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all around.
Yeah, I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it pretty quickly, though. I mean, this team throughout the season has shown itself to be pretty resilient.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
Back to Howard. That one goes. Count. Howard's got 6. Well, when you talk about Chris Paul, one of the premier ball handlers in the league, and Steve, he can get anywhere he wants to on the court.
Yeah, and that's because of his incredible strength, Kevin. It's very deceiving. Paul doesn't look like the biggest guy, but he's really, really strong. And so all he has to do is get just a step by his defender, and then he's got the strength to hold him off and then create enough space to knock down that shot.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Screen by Howard. Number 15 dumps it down.
At his size, he can really finish at the rim.
Yeah, and not just layups, as you just saw, folks. Wow.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, able to throw it down with ease.
Now here's Crawford. A 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. I mean, that was just mean right there.
Over the last 10 years, the Pacific Division has been through its ups and downs, but the Lakers were able to once again win it by simply being too much for their fellow Pacific teams.
Lakers leading by 4. Number 15. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
He's as close to impossible to defend as anybody, I think. I mean, he can just torch the defense in so many ways.
Paul hits from the high post. And going back to the Pacific Division, the Clippers improved, but the Lakers still showed who the champs of the division were with another title, Steve.
Yeah, they finished with a 9-5 mark in the Pacific Division. Only Phoenix matched that record. But, you know, some teams in the Pacific are starting to improve, particularly the Clippers. But the Lakers seem to be the team to beat going forward, but that's not going to last forever.
Here's Paul after Pau Gasol's bucket. Picked his pocket. And it's the Lakers on the break. Number 15 drops in the tray off the fast break. He's got 7.
Boy, they're scoring efficiently. They look very focused at the offensive end.
A nice start, no question, making all the right moves here early.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well. Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter. Now you look at Vinny Del Negro, spent some time in the Phoenix Suns front office as a scout before moving on to the coaching ranks when he landed that first job with the Chicago Bulls.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Number 1, Chris Paul.
So many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. No accident that he finished ranked where he was.
Griffin dishes to Crawford. The drive by Paul gets it to go. And Steve, you go back to Vinny Del Negro, a scout for the Suns prior to coaching. He was also in broadcasting.
Yeah, he's been around the game forever. You know, a lifer. His father was a coach. You know, it's in his blood. He actually grew up just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts, the home of the Hall of Fame. So Vinny, I guess, is just meant to be in basketball.
Here's Paul following the basket by Kobe Bryant. A shot by Paul, no good.
He just hasn't been able to build any momentum in this game. He's got to find something out there.
Back to Kobe. Pass to Gasol. Second shot opportunity. Here's Howard, and an emphatic dunk.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Clippers trail by 14. There's the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Number 15, defended by Paul. The feed to Howard. Can be on him. Howard gets to Gasol. And he slams it in one-handed.
A lot of points for them here early in the first quarter. I mean, this could get ugly.
Yeah, they sure could. They're on quite a pace right now, and judging by their lead, this game could get out of hand in a hurry.
Now here's Paul. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, these were two of the top teams in the conference a year ago, and I'll tell you what, this club was really at their best in those games. The season series really belonged to them.
And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist from Kobe. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Well, he's really having a nice quarter, made some big shots for him.
Home. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. You just can't overstate how important those matchups between the top conference teams are.
Well, there's always a lot at stake, Kevin. You want to get that good seed in the spring. Both these teams know every game is going to be a battle.
And these players think about that.
Yes.
They know about the seeding.
They sure do. They've got it in their minds.
The first one falls.
Seems like Chris Paul always knows exactly where everybody is on the floor, Kevin. The anticipation as he's moving up the court with the ball in his hands, he's reading the defense. He's always able to find the open shooter at the right time.
And what even makes him more dangerous, Steve, in my mind, is that he's got rush hour handles. I mean, this guy can dribble through traffic in tight quarters and get where he wants to, whether it's at 35 miles an hour or 55 miles an hour. He can control his pace and speed of attack as well as any guard we have in the league.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right. And to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
That's good. Crawford's got his second basket of the night.
Jamal Crawford is a smooth scoring combo guard. Great ball handling ability with that quick release on his jump shot. And he can really get that shot off just about any time he wants.
Lock at 6. Good looking screen by Gasol. With 1 on the clock. That's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
And Steve, you said it. I mean, for Jamal Crawford, he is an expert shot creator. He's quick. He keeps the ball on the string. His handle is really tight. He's got a quick release. He can make tough shots against good defenses. All of that makes him really difficult to defend.
Lakers leading by 15. Passes it to Jordan. All sorts of time. And that one's good.
And the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. Couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Both teams will make substitutions. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, one of the things the Clippers did really well last year, guys, was they competed against the Western Conference at a pretty high level. And that's not easy. I mean, the West is definitely the stronger of the two conferences. So for the Clippers to fare well against that group of teams was pretty impressive.
And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Paul can't get it to go. LA's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Gets the bucket. Going back to the Clippers, as Steve was just talking about them, especially for a young team to come out and play as well as they did against the West. A conference that has so many seasoned veterans, like Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. They seem to be sprinkled all over the West.
Well, they were 29-19 against the Western Conference, and you know, that was a big reason they were able to get that 5th overall seed in the playoffs.
Here's Billups, looking for his first bucket of the game. Feeds it to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And he knocks it down.
Had that builds a little momentum going into the next quarter.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage.
And that's it for the...
Tune in next Wednesday. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Be there.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And Stephen Clark, Lakers pretty much in control here.
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and Chauncey Billups make up the backcourt. Odom and Griffin are at the forward position. And it's Cambion at the 5 down low. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. As you know, Kobe Bryant routinely takes and makes some of the toughest shots of any player in the NBA. Some have said that he needs to rely on his big men more to score the ball. But Kobe said, we always start inside out. If that means I'm going to shoot less, the answer is no. It starts with me. I do what I do. We play off of that. That's not going to change. At the end of the day, I'm a scorer first. I'm going to do what I do. Guys, it's been pretty effective for him.
He always wants to take the big shots, Doris. It's just who he is. Number 15. And that one's good. 16 points for him.
And head coach Mike Brown, a very defensive-minded guy, worked as an assistant in San Antonio for years under Greg Popovich. And last year, his first with the Lakers, they were much improved defensively.
And you talk about the defensive first philosophy for Coach Mike Brown. And Steve, it certainly helps to have the size the Lakers do inside to use that kind of system, to use that philosophy.
That's right, Kevin. And remember, they had the same philosophy in San Antonio when Mike Brown was an assistant because of the size with Duncan and Robinson. So with the Lakers size now, it's a similar defensive scheme, forcing everything to the baseline, into the help, make players shoot over the top of the Laker bigs. And it's been a blueprint for success for Mike Brown, not only in L.A., but Cleveland, Indiana, and San Antonio as well.
Back to Crawford. From outside the arc, cannot hit. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
They have really been a group of glass eaters out there today, fellas. I mean, just devouring any and all rebounds.
And I think that's the difference in the game right now. A double-digit lead in that category.
They grabbed their own miss.
Major glass eating that time, fellas.
That's just the kind of aggressive basketball he's known for.
Yeah, it seems like we see that play from him almost every night. An offensive board that ends with a slam.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And the shot is good. 20 points for him.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
That's tipped. Dishes it to Paul. Outside Odom. He dishes it to Crawford. Hits it from three-point range. Crawford's got 8 points.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Scooped up. Second chance shot. Gasol, no good.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by the Lakers. One-on-one here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Durant attacking. Number 15, defended by Paul. He kicks it to Gasol. Flushes it down.
Put that Paul up there and banged it home. Yeah, man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
right.
that was strong.
Simple, direct, and effective.
Here's Paul.
I love Chris Paul's pace during the game. Just always in control, great at getting defenders out of position, and then he uses that incredible strength to just find his angle right into the paint to either score or find a teammate.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, when you talk about Chris Paul getting defenders out of position, he is an expert at getting defenders, Clark, to commit and then drawing contact.
You know, Kevin, he gets about 25% of his scoring from the foul line. So he's a master at drawing fouls, and that's another big reason why he's so dangerous.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Howard. Jamison comes in for Pau Gasol. Devin Ebanks, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kobe is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Kobe attacking. A stupendous finish in traffic. Kobe's got 6.
Kevin, he's one of the best finishers we've got in this league. I mean, he rarely misses an opportunity to score inside when he has position.
And you know what else? I love how comfortable he is rising up and knocking down jumpers straight off his dribble. He doesn't need a fancy setup to be effective.
Jordan with the screen on Paul. Back to Jordan. Number 15 bangs home the trifecta. He's got 23.
That shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today. Well, you think about what Chris Paul meant to the Clippers.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house. Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Paul gets to Green. Shot to stop the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Staples Center was just an unwelcoming venue all around last season, and the Lakers did their part by defending the home court not only with pride, but passion too.
Lakers always tough, as you mentioned, Clark, here at home, and last year no different. Ended up 26-7 here inside the Staples Center. Was a big part, Steve, of why they were able to win the Pacific Division.
Well, any team that is a serious championship contender, Kevin, is going to control its home floor. And the Lakers, despite the fact that they lost in the conference semifinals, they were a contender, and they controlled their home floor pretty much all season long.
Outside, Kobe. Number 15, guarded by Green. There's the dish to Jordan. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you?
Well, I wasn't thinking about soup. I was just impressed with the strong finish, wearing that rim out.
Outside, Kobe kicks it to Iguodala. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. That's good. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Green left side. The pass to Griffin. Outside Butler. Uncovered. That's good. Butler's got his first points of the night. The Lakers shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Here's Billups. That is good.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
LA's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Number 15, who's guarded by Billups. Back to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Iguodala. And there's another one for the Lakers. The Clippers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Well, we'll see what happens here. You got to be aware that's your second foul. The question is, do you keep him on the floor or not?
Another steal.
Boy, stingy defense there, denying that pass.
Outside Durant, fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there were some miscommunications.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
man?
beautiful?
Wow. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. He feeds it to Kobe. got 8.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Green, the pass to Griffin. Over Durant. Great D that time from Durant.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Jordan can't get it to go.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Kept alive. Green gets to Turioff. Back to Green. Shoots over Kobe. The offensive rebound. From deep, Phillips. No good.
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I can agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stack.
Back to Kobe. He's against Turioff. 6 on the shot clock. And the Lakers with another miss. The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. An even 3-on-3 break. Phillips with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Lakers on top, just dominating this one. And get ready now for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. The second half will be coming up right after that on 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us, and on this Friday night, it's time for the halftime show. The Lakers have the lead out in Los Angeles against the Clippers. They've yet to lose so far this season and are looking fantastic in this one, too. Dwight Howard's simply been taking over against the defense of the Clippers. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. For the Clippers, a much different story. They're getting crushed on the glass. They better stiffen that upper lip, find a way to get it done. Chris Paul hasn't made much of an impact so far. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out to the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back as we return here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. The Clippers shooting 43% from the floor. So with Iguodala sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Number 15, he's in at point guard. Gasol at the 4, with Howard in at the 5. Kobe is out there with Durant.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here.
Well, the Clippers needed somebody to fill their shooting guard role, and it's been a turnstile since last year. But Jamal Crawford looks to be their answer. I think that's a nice signing they made in the offseason. Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Number 15, guarded by Crawford.
High wire flying.
Drop your jaw.
Curtains, we can shut it down now. Because that one, we won't see anything better than that fella.
Oh, come on, Clark. Maybe he'll do it again.
No, he won't top that effort. No way.
I wouldn't put it past him, Clark. This guy's a crowd pleaser.
And it's Butler missing.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Well, it's always been a one-team show in L.A. I mean, the Lakers have dominated that city forever, basically. But the Clippers were able to kind of one-up the Lakers in the Chris Paul sweepstakes last year, and now there's a real rivalry.
And it used to be a rivalry more out of proximity than anything else, but with the games these two teams played last year, that really changed. You know, the Clippers have now become relevant.
Yeah, they have been, and there was actually some chippiness going on between the two teams, and the Clippers were letting the Lakers know, hey, they're tired of being the younger brother. I think this is going to be fun for a long time.
I agree. Screen by Howard. Number 15. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Call it game time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You gotta just shake your head on that one.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Lakers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Open look. Kobe gets the bucket. Kobe's got 10.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
The drive by Paul lets it go from 11. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I'm sure he'd like to have a do-over here. He just hasn't been able to make a significant contribution in this one.
Impressive play there. They have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Number 15, defended by Paul. Pass to Howard. And taken away by Paul. Now the Clippers moving it up. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Howard setting the pick for Kobe. Shot off the pick. And the Lakers take on 2 more.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 32 points in the game.
They have to give them a lot of credit for the way they forced these turnovers.
Yeah, you do have to give them credit, Steve. I mean, you look up and see how many points they've converted them into, and it's a huge factor in the game right now.
They get it back.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
Yeah, everything is falling for him now. He hasn't missed a shot this quarter.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Dwight Howard. And Antoine Jamison is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Oni Turioff, he's checked in for Campbell. Odom comes in for Blake Griffin. Grant Hill, he's checked in for Caron Butler. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Chris Paul. Clippers shoot. Billups off the pick from Hill. The feed to Crawford. Looking to end the drought. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists now in this one. The Lakers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Durant, he's guarded by Hill. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. Billups kicks to Hill. Crawford. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Odom backing down. Crawford guarded by Kobe. Billups goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And for Billups, you know, he's still very effective offensively. He doesn't shoot a high percentage, but he can score, he can make plays, and he'll hit big shots. We know that. But defensively, maybe a little more of a struggle these days to stay in front of quicker guards.
That free throw good from Billups. And Steve, you mentioned Billups slowing down a bit. You know, he's strong enough to defend two guards. You know, posting up, and you know, he's got that body. Clark, now we just got to find out, you know, it is age, a lot of mileage on him, injuries coming back from, a lot to take in.
Yeah, but I'm wishing him the best, and I think he'll give it a terrific effort to get back. He's always enjoyed being bigger and stronger than most players he was matched up.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Here's Reddick. Number 15. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Boy, he's putting up big numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Passes to Bledsoe. Over Reddick. And again, no good by the Clippers. They have been really controlling this one.
Well, now's not the time to get complacent, though, Kevin. You've got to continue to put your foot on the gas pedal.
Five to shoot. Feeds it to Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle, Reddick. And he makes good on the layup. Reddick's got 6 points.
There's that transition offense. It's been big for them in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, that's what they've had working for them. Speed. They've upped the tempo whenever they've had the chance.
Here's Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Number 15, defended by Paul. Dishes it to Ebans. Number 15, unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy just as calm as can be. Even with the clock ticking down to 0, no pressure.
Gotta love the composure, right? He just didn't seem rushed at all. He just took his time and knocked it down.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Next Sunday, the Philadelphia 76ers take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. Do not miss it.
The Lakers shooting has been out of it. So with Billups on the bench, here's who's on the floor now for Vinny Del Negro. Butler and Griffin in at the forward positions. Chris Paul is out there with Crawford, and it's Camby in at the 5. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Jamison's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Open look, and that one's good. Jamison's got 4 points this quarter.
Showing no mercy. They are getting after them at both ends of the floor.
Continuing to add to the lead as the minutes tick away.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there. You almost could see it happening, the Clippers being a playoff-bound team last year with the talent they brought in, and they actually made a splash in the playoff.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Odom with it, and it's Jamison picking him up. Odom dishes to Turioff. Gets it to go.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. A tough first-round matchup with the Grizzlies, and they had some injury scares in that one as well, Steve.
Yeah, but they were able to pull that series out in dramatic fashion, winning in Game 7 on the road before getting swept in round 2 by the Spurs. But all in all, a very, very successful year for the Clippers.
Jamison with a screen on Billups. He dishes it to Ebanks. Offensive rebound. Jordan can't get it to go.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
A baseline J. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Los Angeles, DeAndre Jordan. At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started and just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of, you know, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed it. Out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Jordan with the screen on Hill. Number 15. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound. The Clippers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Number 15, guarded by Odom. He kicks to Ebanks. There's the dish to Gaudala. Takes it up, and the dunk by Jordan.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quickness of jump.
And that's the idea, right? You know, take it back up strong.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no reason to hold on to it any longer than you have to.
That's good. 14 points for Chauncey Billups.
You know, it's been interesting to see how Chauncey Billups' career has changed as he's grown. Early on, he was known more as an offensive point guard, and then he became a playmaker for the Pistons during that championship season in that era. And now he's really become a spot-up shooter and a dead-eye marksman for his club.
And that's not to say that he can't do anything else, but he has really stepped up his shooting from deep. Not a lot of guards can go from carrying the ball handling duties to being a catch-and-shoot guy, but Chauncey has made the transition quite smoothly.
Jordan the screen. And Hill over to help. Here's Jamison. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Outside Billups. Here's Odom. Shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Makes the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Buries it down low. And the Lakers have possession. Number 15.
Wow, what a look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
Well, one nice part of living in the information age, guys, is that you get a chance to easier test assumptions. And we've always thought that veteran experience was a huge key in the play. Oh, what a throwdown there. Man, we see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But, yeah, this new breed of athletic point guard is so exciting.
And, boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute. They didn't care for that one.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Andrew Godlock. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Grant Hill.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, it was a tough season for Eric Bledsoe last year with that lockout-shortened season. He tore his meniscus in his right knee, missed the first half of the season. Fortunately, the Clippers were able to bring him along slowly, and he was able to get more playing time as the year went on.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. And Bledsoe, a tough little guard out of Kentucky. He's still developing as far as his shooting, Clark, and his playmaking skills, but great potential as a defender.
Yeah, he's an impact player, Kevin. He'll add the shooting if he puts the work in, but he does a lot of things that help you win. He's strong, he's athletic, he gets on the glass on both boards, he can pressure defensively. He's got a lot in his pack. similar to Kyle Lowry, kind of a pit bull-like point guard for you.
Bledsoe hits them both.
With the moves they made in the offseason before the start of last year, the Clippers became a team with instant playoff pressure and expectations. They were actually expected to make the playoffs, and they did.
Here's Leslie, hammers it home.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
Poke loose. And here they come. Number 15. Here's Redick. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's exactly what happens when you give up offensive rebounds. They come back to bite you big.
Yeah, you can't give NBA teams second and third opportunities. They're too good. These guys are going to score.
Number 15. Here's Jordan. And he throws it down with one hand.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender. Now, they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
There's 48 seconds left in the...
Hammer time.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin's going to be.
Here's Odom. The shot is off. Jamison with the defensive effort. Number 15. He's guarded by Billups. Outside for Jamison. 6 to shoot. Number 15. He's guarded by Billups. And the shot is good.
Well, the outcome is not in question now. They've got it all wrapped up.
Agreed. I mean, they're just looking to simply run the clock out now.
Number 15. Off target from three-point range. Here's Bledsoe. Can't get at the ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here's our Jordan Player of the Game.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the O-V. I used to move influenced by the OC. I guess even back then you could call me.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And here we go with a look at the State Farm starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, Stoudemire, really a fearsome finisher around the rim. One of the best dunkers in NBA history. Maybe he's lost a step, but he still has really an explosive game and a great offensive repertoire.
Well, I love his quickness on the attack with the strength to go with that. He's able to finish through contact and off the ball, able to get to that offensive glass for big-time throwdowns.
Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Charlotte Bobcats. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And their shooting percentage from that game tells the story. They got hot, and they stayed hot.
I know, it was something to watch, wasn't it? I mean, I kept waiting for those guys to cool off, and it just never happened.
Well, you know the Heat are a dominant team, but they were absolutely phenomenal at home. They completely destroyed their opponents on their home court in South Beach last year.
New York needs to get off a shot, and Jordan gets it to go.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Woodson. They're 1-0 against the Heat this year, but Coach said they still have to be on their toes against their stars, saying the moment we think we have LeBron and Wade and company figured out is the moment we set ourselves up for a loss. About as true a statement as you can make, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. And the Knicks with possession here. Here's Anthony, and the jumper from down low is good. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one. Yeah, not a lot of happy. Visits to South Beach for visiting teams. The Heat, Clark, a devastatingly good 28-5 in their arena.
That was the best home record in the East and tied, Kevin, for the best overall home record in the league with the San Antonio Spurs. They really didn't mess around when they played at home. They were lethal in South Beach.
Iguodala kicks to Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And I'll bet they're still not sure how they lost that game, guys, or at least that it wasn't a little closer anyway, because they got some good performances out of a few guys.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of those games where you just have to tip your hat to your opponent. Give him credit. Give them credit. They played a terrific game.
Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosh first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Chalmers dishes to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosh passes to LeBron. And the basket good. LeBron's now got his second bucket. And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, it was not good.
No, it was not, and he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did, but I think going forward and as time passes, people will let it go as they should, and LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that, and a better player, too.
There's the dish to Wade, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Stoudemire's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. This is the second time they've matched up against Miami.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
Stoudemire with the screen on Jones. Back to Stoudemire. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's on Chris Bosh. What Steve just talked about regarding how much they spread their scoring around was probably the most striking thing about that big win.
And the fact that they did have such a huge lead allowed them to even use their bench a little more than normal, and that was something that served them well.
Now, here's Chalmers. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. And Haslam kicks to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wade missing again.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I look for them to look at other options on offense.
Count the bucket.
Good field goal percentage shooting to this point. They're really knocking down their shots.
Yeah, a hot start offensively has them in full control here. They're in the driver's seat, no doubt.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. Number 1, the Knicks. The Heat third.
Boy, it is so sweet to watch teams like these play the way they do. Moving themselves, excellent flow and rhythm to their offense, in large part because they love to find open teammates and get quality shots. Two of the best in the league at a sit. Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
Pass to Carmelo. Covered by LeBron. Lets it go from 11. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Let's take a look now at some of the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. He's 7th in scoring, and there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And you don't become a top 10 scorer, Steve, without a variety of offensive moves and a whole bunch of tricks in your bag. So he makes for wonderful highlights the way he can score it.
On defense, New York. Wade, good.
But you like the execution there, springing their man open and getting him the easy hoop.
How about that basketball,
fan? Beautiful.
Wow.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Tipped away. Chalmers dishes to Wade. LeBron left side. Back to Wade. Bobs the alley-oop pass. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, things could not be going much better for them so far, particularly offensively.
I'll say, I mean, you don't see too many first quarter leads this big.
And here is LeBron. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways. Well, the Knicks the last few years haven't really been known for being a great defensive team. But maybe that will change with Mike Woodson coming in. A more traditional style NBA coach who's going to play a little bit slower pace, a little more isolation stuff. And as a result, maybe his team will be in better position, at least transition-wise, defensively.
Lock at 6. Number 15. Here's Stoudemire. The second chance bucket is good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
They built an early lead here, really pushing ahead.
Well, they've got a huge advantage, points in the paint, Steve, and they're attacking early, so taking advantage of scoring in close.
Chalmers' shot is no good. You can see the results last year, Steve. You know, the Knicks clearly seem to be more focused on defense. I think it helped their offense, and Clark, it clearly helped them get into the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, I think the question for this year is whether or not they'll be...
The Knicks leading by 17. Their dynamite trio of Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh at 2 through 4. Haslam's out there with Chalmers. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now the pass to Wade. Over Shumpert. The shot by Wade, no good. The Knicks shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Number 15, defended by Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Iguodala. Over LeBron. Great D that time from LeBron. The Heat trail by 17.
Well, one thing you love about Andre Iguodala is his durability. He's missed fewer than 30 games in his entire 8-year career. And one of those guys who takes great care of himself in the offseason, works hard, watches his diet. I think that's been a big factor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, gentlemen. Well, Shane Battier has, in many ways, represented the anti-star. Not the most athletic guy, not the most explosive statistically, but a guy who does the little things to help his team win. He's set up playing for the star-laden Miami Heat. Me on this team, there's irony in there somewhere, but that's why I'm here. I've always played best with great players. The Miami Heat are thrilled to have him, gentlemen.
Yeah, Doris, a versatile defender and a smart role player. He's been a very nice addition. And Iguodala, you spoke about his attention to diet and training already. A tremendous athlete, just naturally.
Yeah, but he's taking it to another level. And that's what the great ones do. They find ways to continue to get better no matter where they are currently. And last season, he dug into those salads, cut down or cut out candy bread and red meat. And a terrific athlete became better.
Here's Jordan, rises up and throws it down.
And that's exactly what you call a high percentage hoop there.
Sure is.
The one-handed throwdown. Gotta love it.
And now the Knicks on the break. Money shot, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, it's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Chalmers has got his first basket of the night.
You just can't let him get that close to the hoop.
And a new group in for the Heat. Joel Anthony's checked in for Bosch. Adier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. And a new group in for the Knicks. Tyson Chandler is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anderson comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
And the foundation of his game is really his great shooting and rebounding ability. He's a guy who has a soft touch for a big man. Really fun to watch.
Yeah, for a guy who spends a lot of time out beyond the arc, he does a surprisingly good job in the offensive glass. Another reason he's able to score at a high level. Shot clock at 6.
Simply said, a tremendous rebound and a tremendous dunk. He squared.
He was a man. Here's Lewis. Gets it to go.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing. Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
The Heat trail by 15. LeBron with it. 8 points for him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I heard that LeBron still rides his bike to the arena now and again on game day, and he's an avid cyclist, I guess. And when you're down in Miami, you got to make the most of that Miami weather, don't you?
Yeah, yes, you do. James Jones, who's checked in for Rashard Lewis. Number 15, defended by Chalmers, to the inside. Anthony backing him down. Another shot. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
To the paint. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And going back to LeBron, you know he's always enjoyed bicycles. 11 seconds left in the first half.
Watch out! Wow, that was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that.
Give him his badge as a charter member of the High Flyer Club.
I think he's president of that club.
Oh, man. Did they have a vote for that, guys?
The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And we finish one half of basketball. Knicks lead by 13. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports, and we're all set for the halftime report. The Knicks are on a tear right now. Active hands is the way you describe their play. Getting a good amount of steals. They're playing up defensively and picking them off. Carmelo Anthony just having his way against the Heat. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it.
And we welcome you back with a beautiful view of downtown Miami and the sparkling American Airlines Arena.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 15 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Melo is the 3, and Maury is at the 4. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's DeAndre Jordan.
You know, once he corralled that rebound, he was in just the right spot to power it back down.
And you could see it coming too, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that was going to be a simple little putback. He saw the angle, and he gave it a little something extra.
All alone. That's good. Jordan's got 10 points.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
And I think, guys, we'll never stop talking about that Knicks trade with Denver for Carmelo Anthony. It was such a fascinating deal. Everyone thought the Knicks probably made out the best getting Carmelo, but you look at Denver, the pieces they were able to add, and that's a pretty intriguing deal, really, for both teams.
LeBron kicks to Haslem. Back to LeBron. Over Anthony. And it's LeBron missing. The Knicks leading by 15. Rarely does a deal actually work out, you know, Steve, for both sides. But both the Knicks and the Nuggets made the postseason last year. And both teams, I think, Clark, certainly got what they wanted.
Yeah, and we're still in the early stages of Melo's career, Kevin. Certainly as it relates to him with being with the Knicks. So he could ultimately become that player they're looking for as far as a leader goes. Let's see how it plays out going forward.
Chalmers. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well done, finishing that one off.
And Jordan slams it home.
Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. I mean, that was just mean right there.
Now LeBron. He's got 16. Knicks with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Jacks up a 3. Cannot hit. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
The 15-footer. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Well, I tell you what, guys, his struggles from the field have definitely taken their toll on the team today.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, for the Heat last season, some adjustments made offensively, and maybe most importantly, LeBron and D-Wade resolved to get inside, and they cut down on their three-pointers. LeBron trimmed his three-point attempts almost in half. Wade cut his down to about a quarter from the prior year. Chris Bosh said, them getting down into that post, being aggressive, getting to the line and drawing fouls, I think is great for the team. LeBron James said, I'm just trying to focus on being in the paint and get to the free throw line. We have enough three-point shooters on this team. Kevin?
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down there, and it opens up things for everyone else.
Well, it's really hard to defend when you're trying to recover from turning the ball over.
Yeah, that's because you can't get back in transition, and the offense can just come down and get in. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
Get on D-Wade.
Wade passes to Chalmers. To stop the run. With the lead pass, the kick out to Bosh. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, they've built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this lead.
Number 15.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA has been generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. LeBron James, second. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
Those are some tremendous athletes, as we're used to seeing at that spot on the floor. You know, they can pretty much all give phenomenal individual performances on any given night.
And most nights, that's exactly what they do. Every team wants and needs scoring from the small forward position. And all of the players on that list provide.
And, you know, guys, Mario Chalmers has been a good fit in Miami as that point guard because he doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. LeBron and Wade can handle it. He can spot up and take threes. And then at the other end of the floor, he's a scrappy defender as well.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a... finish. That was just gorgeous.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Wade kicks to Chalmers. To the middle, Battier. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And a new group in for the Heat. Joel Anthony's checked in for Bosch. Miller comes in for LeBron. Ray Allen is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. The Knicks also changing it up. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anderson comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Andre Iguodala.
And, you know, you look at a guy like Mario Chalmers. I mean, some of his weaknesses as a player are minimized playing for the Heat. He's not a great finisher or an elite playmaker, but again, he can leave that to LeBron and D. Wade to create and play off of those guys. It really helps his game.
Number 15.
What a throwdown there. Man. Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
Allen dishes to Cole. That's good. Cole's got his second basket of the game. Smooth sailing for New York. He kicks it to Melo. And the shot is good.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And, Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Battier kicks to Miller. And that one's good. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
Well,
Right, Steve?
pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved. Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And, guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Boy, are they on a tear.
You know what, Steven? Offensively, you sometimes don't know how or why it happens, but you just ride the wave as long as it's flowing.
Number 15. And again, New York with the triple.
My goodness, he's going off in this quarter. He's got the guys on the bench going crazy, rally towels and all.
Well, I think the time has passed when the Heat were kind of the villains of the NBA. It seemed like that role maybe went over to Dwight Howard a year ago with all of his individual issues. But, you know, LeBron and Bosch, Wade, they're never going to be, you know, the lovable underdog. But I think things have settled down there, and people have at least accepted them for who they are now.
Allen passes to Cole. They need this. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. Anthony sets the pick for Allen. Inside. Dunks hard with one hand.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Time certainly tends to heal a lot, and there definitely has been less villainization, as you were talking about, Steve, to coin a term, for the Miami Heat since they, you know, Clark signed the big three. I think people now look at him in more basketball terms than anything else.
Yeah, I like the creativity of that word, Kevin, but you know what? Time is one thing, but I'll tell you something else. They should send a fruit basket to Dwight Howard for helping take some of the scrutiny off of them. There are always going to be villains in the NBA, but they come and go, and the Heat seem to have served their time, at least in my opinion.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been dominant.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
The three from Anderson. Gets it to go.
For three.
Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 three-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line.
8-second difference between the shot clock. Oh,
Look out!
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
oh yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Allen outside. Battier working on Anderson. The fader. The Knicks pull it in. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Anthony, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Making it look easy out there.
Yeah, it's been a lopsided affair on the floor, guys, and on the scoreboard.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead.
Coming up next Sunday night, Al Jefferson and the Utah Jazz take on Dwight Howard and the Los Angeles Lakers. Live from Staples Center, Hoops Action.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, always a favorite part of the broadcast. Our uncontainable game goes to the New York Knicks. It seems every offensive set they've gone to has worked with flying colors. It's definitely the kind of game they were hoping for before the tip.
And thanks for that story, Doris. New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Joel Anthony is out there with Lewis. Then it's James Jones. Then it's Norris Cole. And it's Miller in at the 2. And here's Jones. And Cole kicks to Lewis. Feeds to Cole. Leads him in there. Jones. He passes to Cole. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Cole's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
The Knicks shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Kicks it to Williams. Takes a 3. Gets the bucket.
Big boost in their three-point shooting percentage this half. They're starting to knock it down from long range.
You know, when a team comes out of the half shooting like they've been, it's just demoralizing if you're trying to cut into a lead.
And Cole kicks to Jones. Miller outside. Miller off a pick from Anthony. 6 to shoot. Here's Lewis. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lewis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Right, you just see them taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
I'll tell you, the ability to score with your back to the basket is kind of a lost art in the NBA. Not just for big men, but for guards, too. Most players are spot-up shooters and drivers. Very few players can really go down on the block and make a move to score. And, Kevin, keep an eye tonight on how many plays he keeps alive for his club. Just the way he works, the way he moves, the way he anticipates plays before they happen, constantly looking to get an offensive board.
And his shot blocking can't be overlooked. I mean, he's known to send shots singing backwards. I mean, he brings that intimidation factor at the defensive end for sure.
Ray Allen has checked in for the Heat. Well, Steve, the ability to score with your back to the basket isn't the prettiest play, and it doesn't get you on the highlight reels all that often, but You know, having your back to the basket, and that is a part of your offensive arsenal, I think is very important. You agree with that?
Yeah, because it puts pressure on the defense. You know, there's several types of penetration in basketball, Kevin. I mean, there's obviously dribble penetration, there's shooting, but there's pass penetration. You feed the post, the entire defense has to react. So if you have a threat down there, you can really set screens, you can change your offense, you can diversify it. It becomes a lethal weapon. Now, you can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Chandler with the screen on Jones. Pass to Smith from downtown. And again, New York with the triple.
Tell you what, with the three-pointers flowing, this defense is really struggling right now.
Yeah, it's a big differential in points off of threes, and they've got to do a better job of closing out defensively. Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd. Disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cole dishes to Lewis. Good.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Here's Cole. Lewis outside. Ray Allen is on the wing. Back to Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You got to love what he's doing out there, guys. With his team down, he's personally trying to bring them back.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets.
Hey, you know, that Golden State game, guys, has a lot of attention on it.
Outside Kidd. J.R. Smith on the wing. Over Allen. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Kidd. That's 12 points for J.R. Smith.
And it's his poise at the offensive end that impresses me most. This guy is unflappable.
Allen passes to Cole. He dishes it to Lewis. Jones. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Allen kicks to Lewis. Fade away. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Number 5. So no problem for New York as they get the win.
The Knicks, 130.